Greetings, everyone. So I just wanted to come and make a video this evening just to kind of talk about some of the stuff that's going on in the environment and a little bit about what I'm going to be doing personally to, I guess, try to just fortify my system and to, you know, protect myself as best as I can. So we know right now there's been so much happening. Our environment is like totally toxic right now. And it's not getting any better, it's just getting kind of worse. So if we recap and think about all of the things that have occurred recently in the near recent, you know, immediate as well, we've had chemical spills, we've had fires going on, we have more recently they're starting to leach radiation into the water systems on purpose, and now they're getting ready to, you know, let out another version of that ignorant dude. So whether he's a dude or not, I don't know, but I know that mofo ignorant because it done took a lot of people out, and so it didn't have its intended effect the first time, so they went back into the lab and they making it stronger, you know, all jokes aside. You know, it's just, you know, it's unbelievable how, you know, diabolical, you know, these people are. So anyway, so when we think about all of these things and these toxins, and I got my notes with me because y'all know I could go off on a tangent, and I want to stay on point as best as I can. So, you know, when we think about all these toxins that are being leached, a lot of them, you know, in my opinion, the pattern is the respiratory system that they're attacking. You're thinking about smoke in the air. You're thinking about, you know, your lungs. You're thinking about just chemicals, breathing toxins. Now we got storms coming, all these hurricanes and tornadoes and all these storms just kicking everything up and, you know, just throwing it around. So we're breathing this. I mean, we can't get away from exotoxins on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? These are toxins that are beyond our control in the environment, whatever. But with all of these intentional acts, you know, it's really beating us down. So so when we talk about things in different herbs and different things that we can take, one of the things that I've been focusing on, and what I will be focusing on, is it's a compound called Resveratrol, and it's becoming very popular. You know, I've known about it for quite some time because I always have on hand some Japanese knotweed, and Japanese knotweed is very high in this compound. So resveratrol, in particular Trans-Resveratrol, bear with me while I keep saying this word because it's, you know, but Trans-Resveratrol is more bioavailable than the other version of it, which is cis-resveratrol. So you find resveratrol in like your grapes, the skins of your grapes. You find it in like your berries, your blueberries, your mulberries, the bilberries and things like that. But also, you know, Japanese knotweed. So Japanese knotweed, being that that's one of the roots and herbs, because the leaves also as well, but it's kind of harder to find those leaves. But it's very high in the trans-resveratrol. So, and that makes it more able to, you know, accumulate in our system, you know, to assimilate into our system. So Japanese knotweed, let me see if I can, hold on. This thing heavy. So I've been tincturing lately a lot of my single roots. You know, you guys know I've had, you know, the fresh root. I've been on my fresh root kick, and I've gotten a lot of fresh roots that I've been tincturing. So I have some Japanese knotweed. I have some fresh burdock root. I have dandelion root. And these are some of the things that I'm going to incorporate into my system, you know, on a regular. So I'll be doing pretty much like 4 basic things. So I want to reduce the free radicals in my system. You know, the free radicals are those things that we get from toxins. We get them, we create free radicals internally, but we also get them externally from the outside, the toxins that we, you know, come across, you know, as we just go about our days. So those free radicals are things that can tear our cells and our system down. So you want to combat those and you want to get rid of those as best as you can. So that's what I'll be dealing with and taking with the knotweed. Knotweed is like very, very good for anti-inflammatory, helping to support immunity, build your system up. It also is a anti-cancer, if you will, helps clean the blood and things like that. So knotweed is going to be one of the things that I'm taking on a regular right through here. The second thing I'll be doing is cleansing my blood. Just because we're coming across all of these toxins, I want to make sure that my blood is being cleared and is, flushing these toxins out. So that's where the burdock root is going to come in. So that's where the burdock tincture, the burdock root tincture will be coming in. So I'll be taking burdock root tincture. And I'm keeping it simple. So I'm doing these mono roots right now because, I just want to keep it simple. That's not to say that the combination, I could put them all in a combination. At the end of the day, I'll be taking them all, every day anyway. So, but just for simplicity's sake, so the burdock root will help me cleanse the blood. And then the dandelion root will be, dandelion has a very light laxative effect. So, that's going to be cleansing as well, not just your blood, but your liver and things like that. So help move the bowels and all of that. Because right now what we're talking about is elimination. We're trying to get rid of this accumulation of toxins. So those few things. And then the fourth thing, just eating. I've already this month, I've been, dedicated to Black August, and I've been, eating in the evenings for the most part. I've cheated a couple of days, but my cheat was only with smoothies and watermelon earlier in the day. But, the bulk of my eating has been, in the evening. So, so just transitioning more into, continuing to eat, fruits, the berries and things like that. Now on a regular anyway, when I'm not just, when I'm not fasting or when I'm not trying to detox and do things like that, I drink a blueberry smoothie every day. So I make blueberry smoothies. I love blueberries. So I just keep it simple. Sometimes I'll throw some frozen cherries in there or what have you, but I make it with fresh blueberries and frozen blueberries and then the frozen cherries. So that's what I, take on a regular anyway. So, and of course, those are antioxidant. So, when we're dealing with that, your diet is going to be important as well. Guys, we got to start eating, to live, in all honesty, and not just stop eating just to be eating. You see what they're doing to the food resources and things like that. So a lot of this bullshit y'all eating is not going to be available anyway. And if it is available, it's going to be priced so high that y'all ain't going to want to buy it. So why not start trying to train your body now to either eat minimally or to eat better? You know what I'm saying? Eat healthier, eat as light as you can, stop with all that heaviness and, things of that nature. But, because just the environment itself, that's not even talking about everything else that's going on, but just the environment, just the air that we're breathing every day that's making us toxic, that's keeping us in a toxic state. We need to be able to get rid of that. And we have to be the ones to do that. So yeah, the berries like mulberries I spoke of was a good berry as well. I buy them dried and I just kind of, I add these into my smoothie as well. And it only takes a few because they thicken the smoothie up pretty much. So these are the white mulberries. These are sweeter than the dark mulberries, but I use them both. And they're both very high in antioxidants, and they're, very healthy. And they also, have resveratrol. So these are the dark ones. So what I usually do is when I, make my smoothie, when I get up, I put these in some water, just a little bit, just to plump them up so that they're, because they are dry. When you eat a lot of dried fruits, those fruits are going to kind of, reconstitute in your body. So they're going to pull water and hydration from you. So what you want to do is you want to already give them a head start. That's what I do. So I just kind of give them a head start, plump them a little bit, and I just add it to, my smoothie, water and all, because it, that water, if you've ever eaten a mulberry, like, these things are super good. So yeah, just finding things that are going to help us to fortify ourselves, basically, because, all of this is, we're being attacked, you know, pretty much, you know, that's just the bottom line. You can't say it no plainer than that. And so, you know, either you're going to sit there and just let it happen, or you're going to do something about it as best you can, you know. So this is my fight, you know, and just trying to stay healthy, you know, getting back to different things. So getting back on target, you know, doing the tinctures will be one aspect of it, because that's what's going to kind of, you know, kick things out of me, you know what I'm saying? Get the toxins out of me. But in that, you know, the building back part will be my diet. You know, it will also be, I'll be taking my herbal teas, drinking my herbal tea blends. So one of the herbal blends that I'll be doing is my respiratory blend. You know, so because I am going to focus, you know, I want to focus on my lungs and my respiratory system. So my respiratory blend, you know, has good herbs that are building, you know, and strengthening to the respiratory system. The yerba santa, you know, it also has stuff like mullein, of course, lungwort, you know, those herbs, hyssop. Those herbs are very good for the respiratory system and stuff. So I'll be drinking infusions of my respiratory tea, and of course, just nettle infusions in general. Nettles to give me my vitamins, my minerals, and, you know, all of that. It's a nutritious type of herb. So nettles help, you know, put the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals back in you to build you back up. So, you know, the tinctures are going to strip you down, and the herbal infusions are going to build you back up. So that's my focus, and that's what I'm going to do, guys. So I just think that everybody should be doing something at this point to try to fortify themselves, you know. So eating right, taking some herbs. I mean, I think people should be on some type of herbal regimen every day, like whether you're drinking it through tea infusions, tinctures, or whatever have you. But we're not in a time where we're living in pristine conditions and we're eating and breathing the most natural and purest of food and air and drinking the purest of water. So we need help. We have to help our bodies do what our bodies do naturally. And so that's what herbs do. And so what I will be doing is I will be straining some of this knotweed, and it's going to be in limited supplies on the website, because to be honest, I'm keeping a lot of this to myself, for myself and my family. So it will be in limited supplies, but I will put it up on the website. It will be in of course, the 4-ounce bottles available. And so, and also the burdock root and the dandelion root. So I don't have a lot of single tinctures up there. So that's what I'm going to start putting a lot of my single herb tinctures up there, as opposed to the blends. Well, not as opposed to, but in addition to the blends, the blended tinctures. But I will be putting the knotweed up there, because that's, you know, something I do want to share with everyone. So, so look forward. Let me see, what's the day? Wednesday. I'll have it up there, you know, in the next day or so. And so you can look on the website and be able to purchase it if you desire. So that's what I'll be doing, guys. You know, just wanted to come to you and let you know, just stay healthy, do what you can. You know, don't beat yourself up, but be intentional. You know, keep it simple, you know, but be intentional about what you're doing, you know. So whether it's eating, you know, whether it's, you know, what you're doing, cutting some things out. A lot of people smoke, you know, a lot of people, you know, inhale, you know, smoke in their lungs. So think about not doing that anymore. Think about, you know, if it is, you know, edibles, to switch to edibles and things like that. And just people smoking cigarettes, y'all just need to get off of them altogether. You know what I'm saying? Do your best. I know it's hard. They're making things more addictive. So you have to be intentional about what you're doing, and you have to try to be as disciplined as you can. So that's it for, you know, for today, guys. That's it. That's all I got.